What's good to all my ruthless addicts? It's your girl, your ruthless addict therapist, Dikahn, ushered in your season 2, 3 episode review. Okay, y'all. So we see that Andrew has made it back to the Rockadusha compound. He has not actually gotten in the compound because he's still out there talking to Oliver, but he's made it back to the compound and they're discussing the whole wheelbarrow situation. And he explains to him that, hey, um, I need some help finding this wheelbarrow. There's some things going on with it, and I need your help. And so Andrew's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go in. You only got 10 good minutes before I can find this wheelbarrow, and if I can't find it, man, you on your own. So Andrew goes into the compound and he finds the wheelbarrow. Of course, William has the wheelbarrow. He's out there using it as like exercise equipment. Talking about like prison style exercise equipment, homemade. So anyway, he's working out. He says he's trying to get strong so that he can beat the highest because he's tired of everything that the highest is doing to him. He's tired of being raped and hurt by the highest. And um, Andrew told him, look, don't tell nobody else that. I promise you, I'm going to show you some techniques that's going to help you defeat the highest. I think Andrew, not just talking about the physical moves or the physical how to fight and all of that. I think Andrew was talking about basically getting some help to get all of those people and those kids off of that Rakadushi compound. So we're gonna see. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what he's talking about. What do you guys think? Tell me down below in the comments. What do you guys think? Is it tomorrow that Andrew has some help coming, or is it something he's gonna actually physically teach him how to fight and how to do defensive tactics? But I'm like, if you try to fight against the highest, don't you realize that you'll get killed? Like, did you even see William? Didn't you see when Dikahn got hit by the highest? He knocked the brakes off of him. So you may not want to try that, but we'll see. We'll see what Andrew has up his sleeve to help William. So Andrew tells Oliver that the only way I know how to basically get rid of Lilo's body is to put his body in that trunk of his car and get rid of the car. Because other than that, there's too much evidence. There's too much evidence that shows, that Lilo, something is not right with the situation. And Agnes has came back and asked Oliver, hey Oliver, haven't seen Lilo. Once again, of course, they're still looking for Lilo. Because Mother Marvel was like, it's not normal for him to leave like that. Like he normally makes a big old scene when he leaves. So him leaving the way that y'all are saying just don't sound right to me. But okay, I'll accept it, and we could just move on. But Oliver told Agnes, like I said, I was told Agnes that he got in the car with somebody else and he left. So basically, he already setting the scene for how they're going to basically say that Lilo left. He's already setting the scene. Now, mind you, if this backfires, this is going to be bad for everybody, for Lilo, for Andrew, even for Clark, because that's his right hand man, that's his buddy. So even for Clark, it's going to be bad if they find out that Lilo is gone or Lilo is dead. So we see the highest and Dikahn having a conversation. The highest tells him once again he just don't like how Dikahn speaks to River. And the highest keep saying you don't have to be jealous of him, but Dikahn is like, I just don't trust him. It's not a matter of liking him or being nice to him. It's just I don't trust him. And he said, I'll try to be nice to River, but I just don't trust him. So then once again, Dikahn, proceeds to telling the highest about the hole in the fence. Someone wants to escape, and of course the highest is not happy. That's like a sign of rejection. They don't want to be here. Why wouldn't they want to be here? This place is heaven. Uh, Highest, have you actually looked at the place? Have you? How long have you been on that Rockadusha compound? Have you not seen other places? Um, but yeah, so the highest is just so offended. Why do people want to leave here? This place is heaven. Um, no one should want to leave here. So then the higher says, well, when you catch the people that decide to escape, guess what? I want to hang them in the pavilion. I want to set an example. I want to put fear in the heart of everybody else so that they know escaping is not an option. Leaving this place is not an option. And Dikahn is like, well, sir, we don't have to take those type of measures. We don't have to be that drastic with it. We can just, we can catch them. We can bring them back, bring them out to the courtyard or whatever, and just we could put fear in them, but we don't have to hang them. That's just a little too far. And so yeah, Dikahn is not with the whole hanging situation. Then we lead into River and Joan talking. So River is hesitant about the plan that has been put in place for a certain amount of people to go ahead and leave tonight. Um, he's another one that's hesitant. Even Zane was hesitant about that plan, and something just doesn't seem right. And then another thing, it was too obvious the way that fence was cut open, and then they had the thread, and Dikahn just happened to see um that big hole or whatever in the fence. Um, it's like it was a setup. It was like it was a plan that was actually meant to fail. And River, River generally, he's at first it seemed you would think that River was running the show, but now it seemed like Joan is running the show. She's the one telling everybody, we not to leave, not to do this, when to leave, go ahead and leave. You should leave with this crew. So yeah, something's not quite right about that situation. All right, so then we have Tally and Ruth. And Tally is getting ready to go see Yancy. And of course, Ruth is asking her, well, where are you going? And Tally says, I'm going to see Yancy and I'm just going to get it done. You got your plan, I got my plan. I'm going to just do what I got to do so I can get up out of here. And Ruth is saying, no, Tally, this is not the right time. You need to just wait. Plus, there's too many lights out there. You need to wait. And so Tally finally gets the gall to say, you really do like power. You already like being on top. And it's just like when we were dealing with Danny the pimp. And Ruth is like, well, what do you mean? And she's like, you know exactly what I'm talking about when we were the ones that were getting beaten and hurt and all that, and you were just sitting by and letting it happen. Nothing ever happened to you, but it was always us that was getting beaten, and you just basically screwed your way to the top of that pole, and now you're doing it again. So at this point, like I said before, the fact that Ruth did not tell Tally the truth, Tally has lost her trust in Ruth. And there's no coming back from that. I'm going to trust you until you show me that I can't trust you. And, it was hurtful for Tally because she thought that Ruth was really her friend. And so Tally told her, it's like, you don't care about me, you don't care about Tavia, and you don't care about Callie. Now, when she said you don't care about Callie, then that's when Ruth slapped her. But can I tell y'all, I am so proud of Tally because she has finally popped back off on somebody. She hit she hit Ruth back. They got into their little struggle. And cause she's on her. You don't give a damn about me. You don't give a damn about Callie, and you definitely don't give a damn about, Tavia. You don't care about your own child. It's all about the money for you. And so, um, Ruth, she didn't like that. Truth hurts, as they say. She didn't like the fact that Tally, called her out on her mess. So we're gonna see, at the end of the day, Tally was like, bump that. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And so she proceeded to take herself over to the bus where Yancey was. Now, when she got over there to Yancey, okay, can I tell y'all, Yancey was quite tipsy. He said that he was drinking moonshine, something that he had made himself. And Tally was saying, don't, I don't want to drink any because they will smell it on me. So, I don't want it. I'm good. So then she says, well, I'm here. So, let's go. And basically they end up going into the bus. Okay, so Dikahn gets Clark and he shows him the hole in the fence, and then he basically tells him the plan. We're gonna let them, we're not gonna stop them. We're gonna let them go through their little plan. We're gonna let them walk on up out of here, and then we're gonna catch them. But we're gonna get them far, far out away from the compound so that nobody hears. We're gonna surround them. We're gonna track them down like dogs. We're gonna hunt them like, hunt them down like a deer hunter. We're gonna trap them and make them regret that they even stepped outside of that fence. And of course, Clark, he's gonna go along with whatever Dikahn says, and that's just what it is. They're gonna they're gonna hunt him down, and that's what they're gonna do. And so then we come to the scene where Paula and Zane are in the room, and Zane is, Zane been crying for a few days now, but she's crying and saying, I don't, want you to leave, because Paula wants to leave. Zane is like, no, we need to wait. And Paula, she just so persistent. I gotta get out of here. She still got bleach stuck in her throat, so she's trying to hurry to get away from there. But Zane is like, no, we need to wait. We need to wait. This just isn't right. Something doesn't feel right. And so there she gets out of her bed. Zane gets out of her bed, and they're looking at the window, and just to see if the crew that decided they were going to escape go through with their plan, and they do. They're making their way. It's like a couple and 5 or 6 other people, and they're making their way towards the gate. And they're looking as if they're waving some other people to come on, but nobody else runs up, and they end up, going on out, going out into the lion's den. Literally, that's what they're doing because Dikahn already knows that those people are going to be out there. So Dikahn tells Clark, when the people are out there, give them some time. Let them get on down, down in the woods or whatever. And when you see them and you catch them, call me. First to say ring me. Like, who uses ring me? But anyway, it's Dikahn, so he can say whatever he wants. But he tells Clark, ring me. Whenever you see them and whenever you catch them, go ahead, give me a call, and we're gonna, take care of that situation. We're gonna handle it and show them that they can't just be, leaving the Rockadusha compound. It just doesn't work that way. You can leave, but not the way that you want. And so the next thing we see, Marva is talking to Agnes. Now, Agnes had already said that Marva was on her way to go to sleep. And so anyway, Agnes decided to go to her trailer anyway. So she told her, told her about the situation once again. That Lilo left, said that, based on what Oliver said, she said that Lilo left and that he left with somebody. He left his car here, but he left with somebody. And like I said earlier, she said that's not Lilo. Lilo doesn't just leave quietly. he leaves, he makes noise when he leaves, like he just has to be seen. But either way, I'm glad he's gone. And so, finally, uh, Marva says, "Well, I'm going to bed now." That means in our culture, that means okay, it's time for you to go, or it's time for me to get off the telephone. So, uh, Marva says that, and then Agnes says, "So does that mean you want me to leave?" Yeah. What else is there for us to talk about? Bye, Agnes. Go rest. Go do whatever you do this time of night. Bye bye. I'm gonna go to sleep. And I'm like, but Marva, you say you about to go to bed, but you sitting on the couch, sitting up on the couch, like you up to something too. Like I don't trust you right now. Well, I really didn't trust you from the beginning, but it's like you're up to something too. But okay, we gonna let you have that moment. Okay, y'all. So let me tell y'all this part. This part just done took me way, way, way back. I don't know what's going on, but so Andrew goes and he tells he's finally made his way back on the compound, and he goes and tells Dikahn, "Hey, I'm back. I did what y'all told me to do." He shows him the pictures. He shows him the link from the internet, the news articles and everything. And Dikahn got so excited, he planted a big old juicy kiss on Andrew's lips. And Andrew's just like looking like, what in the world? Like, what is going on? But of course, he still got to stay in character. And so he remains in character. He lets Dikahn finish. And he was just like, wow, like this man really just did this. But okay. So then they proceed to go over to the highest and talk to the highest and let the highest know he's back and he did what we told him to do. And the highest says, "Well, I knew you were with us all along." No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You know you didn't. Quit lying, highest. You lying. So, but anyway, so of course Andrew playing the role. Yes, your highest. I will always come back. I will never, I never stay gone. I'll do whatever you ask me to do. And so, you know, that was pretty much it. He accepted him back into the Rockadusha cult. So hopefully Andrew will be able to fulfill his plan tomorrow. Now I don't know how many days tomorrow will mean. I don't know how many hours that mean. I don't know how many episodes we're gonna have to wait to see when Andrew actually begins to fulfill his plan of freeing those people from the Rockadusha compound. But I'm definitely looking forward to it because Andrew just came back with a whole lot of excitement, like a whole lot of he got a whole different outlook or like a new attitude or something to where it's like everybody is coming to him with their issues. And like you got William that came to him with the issue sort of, and then you got Oliver that came to him with the issue. Did y'all catch the part like where Dikahn and Andrew were talking and he told him, and Dikahn told Andrew about the people that were trying to escape. He said it was 6 or 7 of them, and he said Tally was one of them. Now, from my recollection, Tally went to the bus. Tally didn't try to escape with the people. So why do y'all think that Dikahn would tell Andrew that Tally, was one of the people that tried to leave? Was he? Do you think he was trying to get a response out of Andrew? Do you think he was trying to get Andrew to like get all frantic and spaz out, so to speak? Um, he told Andrew that he trusted him, but yet you still lying and playing games with him. So I don't know, y'all. It's that kind though. What you expect? He's gonna challenge everybody. He trusts you only the minimum, and then at that point, he still doesn't trust you. So I guess we'll just wait and see what that ends up. That situation, how that situation would end up. All right, and so one other situation. they take us back to the scene with Brian and Lynn, and their conversation is not quite over yet. Brian is trying to do everything that he possibly can to get, Lynn to change her mind about wanting a divorce. And she's basically saying, Ryan, I'm not a good person. I'm not perfect. I want to be perfect, but I'm not perfect. um I want to be perfect like you. And Brian as a husband is like, hey, babe, I've made mistakes, I'm not perfect. And so Lynn says, well, have you ever cheated? And Brian says, no. Like, no, I've never cheated. How about Lynn decides to go ahead and make her true confession that she slept with Malcolm? What? Come on, Lynn. What you doing, Lynn? What you doing? And Malcolm, you just getting around the whole FBI family, ain't you? Aren't you? Getting around through the whole FBI family. So I don't know if this is actually true, but that's what she told Brian. Out of all things, to the thing you want to hurt a man with, tell him you mess with somebody else and see how he react. Um, I hope Brian doesn't, wild out. I hope he remain his true calm self. Um, but at the end of the day, if it's true, then you nasty because you slept with your cousin's husband. Like, that's even worse. Yeah, you say he flirted with you. You never said you slept with him. So now you done took it to a whole new level. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully she was just saying that just to, get him to do something different, say something different. But at this point, I don't know. Brian is a good guy. And I don't understand. I'm confused as to why Lynn is taking Brian through this. Okay. All right, y'all. So in the last scene, the very last scene of episode 3, we see Andrew, and he's walking towards the gate by the bus. He happens to look in the bus, and he stops like, what the, you know what I mean? And so we already know that Tally was the one that went on the bus. Now, I mean, yeah, we know that she was the one that went on the bus, but I'm sure Andrew had some kind of crazy thought because he was just told that she tried to escape. So this is going to be interesting. Episode number 4 is going to be definitely interesting. So thank you guys for tuning in. I am so looking forward to episode number 4 next week. Thank you, Tyler Perry and BET Plus for giving us 3 new episodes. 3 new episodes. That was one of the best things you could do after being away. Being away for so long. Yes, 2 weeks, 3 weeks don't feel like a long time. We missed our show. So thank you guys for bringing it on back. And one final thought, I'm gonna need Roku and BET Plus. I figured it out. Roku and BET Plus, they're not jiving. So their episodes are showing later, and other apps, whether it's just straight BET Plus, you can watch that around after midnight, maybe 2-3 in the morning. Apple TV, you're able to watch it at 11 p.m. on Wednesday night. So, and that's Eastern Standard Time. So we don't need BET Plus to get it together. BET Plus, Roku, whatever y'all got to do to get this thing working so that we as a Ruthless family, we the Ruthless addicts, can chat this thing up around the same time. Nobody's receiving too many spoilers. Everybody is, just chatting and enjoying it. We want to make Ruthless trend just like all the other shows do. So get back with us, BET Plus. Let us know what you guys can do. You guys, BET Plus and Roku. Let us know what you can do so we can, like I said, we want to, vibe with this thing and talk about it, chat about it all day long like everybody else too. All right. So, all right, y'all. That's it. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for stopping by. You have any questions or any comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section. Don't forget to go and check out our Facebook page, Tyler Perry's Ruthless Fans on Facebook. The link is below, as well as our Instagram page, TP Ruthless Fans on Instagram. That's TP Ruthless Fans on Instagram, as well as Twitter. TP Ruthless Fans on Twitter. So that's it, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. Yes, next week I will be back. Your girl Tika Deshawn will be back in front of the camera, laughing, kicking, and having fun and talking about Ruthless. So, all right, y'all. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good weekend.